know how to time that out. She would know when to shot call and to say if it's a go or no.
Yeah, and that's going to be the interesting thing here. As we start transitioning into these team fights, I feel like this is going to be on the backs of the mages here to see if who's getting caught, who's actually able to deal that damage, because I feel like both of these kind of provide that range for their teams here. One does provide, in the Yve, does provide a little bit of a lockdown there to be able to stop your enemy from being able to get out there. Prophecy actually taking a decent amount of damage here, is going to go ahead and ward off as best player kind of lets it be known that he's here before moving on to the Lethal Wanderer.
Best player has to change his play style, or at least his habits. Oh wait, no, Golden almost in trouble. Oh, he saw that coming.
Yeah, he is able to get away there, and that's kind of the problem when you come all at the front there. Gold was able to read that, able to get away on that Clint now, and we do see that Warrior's going to go ahead and help support that that lane up there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, best player has to change the rotations he had prior to game 1 playing that Balmond. Now on a Karina, it's a tank Karina if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm getting tingles. This is telegraphed by the emblem, right? I don't often see jungle emblem into burst Karina, but man, best player is playing with my emotions because the boots say otherwise.
Yeah, I know how much you love that tank arena, but we're gonna see how well it plays into here. We do have a little bit of engagement here as Kid takes a heap of damage there. Warrior up in the front here trying to block off a lot of this damage. We do have the Kid gets taken out by Nicolette, who sees her opportunity, and now with the real world manipulation able to take 2 in with Prophecy there.
That's dos kills for Team Sexy. And when it all gets scrambled like that, when it gets messy, a squad like Team Sexy with their veterancy and their experience and their wisdom comes out on top. Look at this. Team First Blood had the whole shebang. They had great engage. They timed it out. They chose their targets very clearly, but Sexy just knew who to engage with, what angle, and how to take it back. Now they're at 3-0, 1k ahead. Luffy's gonna get punished here, and then it's gonna open up this turtle for free, unless...
Yeah, they are able to kind of ward off best player, who was running just a little bit low. But right before that, if you saw, as soon as Prophecy opened up with that feathered airstrike, Warrior was right there to come in with that stun on her. So she only was able to get off, or Prophecy was only able to get off 1 shot there. So a great read by Warrior of Team Sexy there. But this turtle is going to go over to Kid of First Blood.
And so far, Team Sexy did not, for the first time in this 3-minute game, did not get what they wanted. So at least that puts them back into equals, but Fatal Links onto 1, worth it for gold.
As you say that, Gold gets caught into a Fatal Links, into a Wesker, and gets demolished up at top. I don't even think he knows what hit him. It was just that fast, but still maintaining just a little bit of a lead is Team Sexy.
Team Sexy, again, not only did they get a reality check, but also, ooh, wait. All right, cool. They timed that out. They also got a reminder that Team First Blood has a solid mid-game spike as well. And it's not off of Gina, it's on Prophecy. So maybe, instead of bearing down on Gold Lane, maybe they should try to find out Prophecy. Maybe they should get Prophecy more.
Yeah, and we do see, Numenor Blast does not connect as the Fatal Links connects onto it. Best player does go down, as next up is Warrior, and what a great engagement and a read by First Blood. As that Numenor Blast was coming up, we did wait. Joy Boss read that, is able to get the Fatal Links on Nicolette. In trouble, does get picked off as well, so that is a 3 kills for First Blood.
Oh, wow. Now it's like Team Sexy, not only just in-game, but it seems like their communications got scrambled as well. Nicolette, twice in that team fight, hesitated. She had real-world manipulation, but the timing was off both times. Both times that they could have taken it, it was just not there, and that's what opened it up. Kid saw that moment of weakness, that vulnerability, and went in deep between Tier 1 and Tier 2, and that was worth it. Team First Blood now in the driver's seat, now calling the shots. About 2,500 gold ahead, almost 3, but slowly Team Sexy's catching up. Tough to get this turtle though, turtle number 3.
Oh, we do have a Noon on Blast coming in, does catch up Balmont into it. Prophecy does take out the turtle, now followed by a feathered airstrike into a fatal Lynx that does see Warrior go down, and we are trying to answer that as Gina God Mode gets taken out by best player there. We do have a 1-for-1 trade, but that turtle did go over to Team First Blood, expanding a little bit on that lead that they already have.
Or rather number 2, that was just turtle number 2. It just shows that how much is happening on the map, that it makes it seem like already more has happened and more time has elapsed. But yeah, no, that was just a second turtle. It just took a while for these teams to get to it, but just the same, another turn, and Team First Blood got what they wanted. Slowly but surely though, Team Sexy, a little more disciplined, a lot less face checks for Warrior, maybe because the map is shrinking. And no, speaking of Warrior, he just goes down there. The damage is real now for Team First Blood.
Yeah, even with that shield. Oh, Joybaj does catch a Fatal Lynx onto Gold, who goes down very quickly. This combination of this Fatal Lynx into the Feathered Airstrike is really proving a huge problem. Best player does get caught here, is not going to be able to get away. As, oh my god, the damage from Nicolette on that real-world manipulation, able to save best player.
He's waited so long to let that go, and finally the ult just lets rip. And she gets 2 on the way out, saving best player, as you mentioned, on the way. Check it out once more. This is the kill by Team First Blood. Again, if you can kill gold over and over again like that, I'd say do it.
Yeah, look at that damage coming down there from Nicolette, just waiting there. I thought best player was a goner. Oh, but we do have Joybaj with this Fatal Lynx, does lock it on. We do have Karina. Best player is trying to get away. I'm not sure he's going to be able to walk through that tower, as the conceal does come out from Joybaj to add a little bit to the speed of Team First Blood. And we do still have Joybaj coming in here as trying to zone out the team while they are onto this turtle. This is going to be a 3rd turtle for Team First Blood, and they're now about 3K ahead of Team Sexy.
Yep, final turtle going over to TFB, growing this gold lead to about 3,000. It's so hard to be Team Sexy right now. This is the problem that you face with a Karina that is behind. It takes so much discipline and so much cross-map play for you to get back into it. And she's just not very good as a losing as a jungler on the losing end, and then you're facing off against a Balmond that is so good at punishing and keeping an advantage. So yeah, Joybaj though tries to find one.
Yeah. We do have that real manipulation come out because that Fatal Lynx did miss. Both players Gold able to get out of the way of that Fatal Lynx, and that provided an opportunity for Nicolette to launch that real world manipulation and get the kill onto Joybaj.
And that's the first time in a while in this 8-minute game that Joybaj got punished, right, like that. So far, as it unfolds, Team Sexy, best players building a hybrid. There is penetration boots, but he's still going down the same route. Guardian helmet, and then eventually into a antique cuirass, and then cursed helm. So far, it's not working out the best, but a fighting bottom.
Yeah, we do see that best player does get taken out there. That lethal counter does get countered itself as Kid gets taken down by Gold. So we do have a 1-for-1 trade here. Luffy and Rimuru still continuing this eternal battle between these Goliaths of regen here. But now we do have a little bit of 4 people here onto Rimuru, as he is going to go ahead and disengage from that.
Jungle for jungle. I think that's a wash, which means Team First Blood still coming out on top. They are gonna respawn at just about the right time. Still not free for Team First Blood, nor should it be a contest for Team Sexy. Good news for Team Sexy, though, is they have good defense potential. They don't have to lose these tier 2s, the ones that they have left. Nicolette can defend, but just the same, it's going to be free. Free for Team First Blood. It's going to be a hard contest. Team Sexy, They should communicate now. They should say, you know what, guys, let's just hunker down. Let's just defend.
Yeah, we do. Like you said and witnessed there, Team First Blood is able to go ahead and get that turtle unanswered for. Still a about a 5K gold lead for Team First Blood as we move in past the 10-minute mark. No towers yet for Team Sexy. So that's another thing Team First Blood is doing very well here, is transitioning these kills into objectives, into these towers. And Team Sexy is yet to catch their breath and be able to kind of transition into objectives of their own.
That just shows that even if they are trading, it doesn't convert to anything. They don't allow it. It takes too much across the map to confirm anything. And real quick, that's Conceal. Catches one.
Wow! Yeah, Conceal play does catch, and a flicker does catch best player, but it was not enough as they were ready, and they do get out of it. Joy Blage actually pays for it, but Gina is able to take down a tower and another one taken down by the minion, so they get the value out of this non-luminous lord. And I mean, not a terrible defense for them, but they do lose 2 towers there.
Still very expensive, but Team Sexy could have been worse. Could have been extremely worse. They could have died and then maybe threatened a half health an inhibitor, pop a holy shield. That is crucial wave clear at this point in the game. But after the 12-minute mark, it does go away. Still, it's so tough to be Team Sexy right now because you're staring at a map wherein not a single turret goes down. But look at this. I think Ryuru is trying to make some leeway up top.
Yeah, he's going to be split pushing here. This is kind of what you want to start trying to do when you're behind, kind of keep the fight. But this does mean that Team Sexy might not be in the greatest position for any type of team fight that happens. We do see 3 members coming into 4 here right now with the Fatal Links into that feathered airstrike, and down goes best player. That Numenon Blast does come on to a stun onto Luffy and Kid, and Nicolette gets caught into a lethal counter there, and Warrior follows suit as well. But Luffy does pay the price with his life, but that is a 1-for-3 trade. That's Rimuru here by himself. Oh, what was he thinking? He was by himself there. He saw the team. He had to know that they were rotating for him. He's trying to create some space for Team Sexy after suffering those kills.
That is a squishy Uranus. I would like to see what kind of items he has on him, because you see that? I think all it took was like 2 dudes. Given Gina was one of them, and that's it. That's all she wrote. But now underneath the turret, Joy Blage gets punished.
Yeah, he does. He does. It seems like the Team Sexy is able to read some of these really more, I want to say, out there fatal links. So they're able to get away from that and punish Joy Blage. It's just when we get into these mingles, into these team fights, which Team First Blood does not let happen if they have Atlas down. And that's been one of the smart things about these engagements for Team First Blood.
Oh, the answer back. Yeah. Oh, all it takes is 2 pops.
Yeah, Uranus. Rimuru does get taken down. He doesn't have any actual magical defense. Nicola is next on the list, gets taken down with a lethal counter from the Belmont, and it is just best player and warrior left up here. So they're not going to be able to do anything to counter this Luminous Lord from Team First Blood, as they're going to be free to go ahead. Oh, Conceal Plate does come down here. Best player does get slowed. Fatal Links does catch up to them, and now down goes Warrior, followed by best player. A wipeout with minions coming to the core. This is game 2 going over to Team First Blood. We are going to a game 3.
Oh, wow. The results of game number 2 making like a Kid Cudi track. It's night and day. The difference. And I'm not just talking about the fact that TFB won here and in such quick fashion, but also the way